are going to talk about plasma ice. All of the plasma tools we make, the GANs, the nano-coated health pens, the MOGRAV units, all of these will actually demonstrate their field in ice. And once you learn how to do this, it becomes fascinating. Once you learn how to make ice from your plasma products, those which you've gotten from others or that you're using that you've made yourself, it will just amaze you. I mean, we make plasma ice and we look at it and we're just entranced. We see worlds in it and universes in it. We see literally the action of these fields. So I'm going to show you some really beautiful ice today. I am a student of the Keshe Foundation, as are the other people who I'm sharing the ice of, and we are just so grateful that we have these new plasma teachings. It's easy for people to say, well, you know, does that plasma really do anything? Because it's behaving in a different way than our old 3D science. But what is so amazing is when we actually make this ice, we can literally see the fields that are being made by our GANs, by our health pens, and why it is that this affects our body, it affects our health, our well-being, gives us the capacity to create energy, potentially to time travel, space travel, to grow more food, to make our food crops at least 50% more productive. How amazing is that? Interesting point is a man who won the Nobel Peace Prize for discovering HIV or AIDS actually also discovered that you could take two tubes, and in one tube you could put DNA, in the other tube you could put plain water, and you could run a tiny current between them about the same number of ohms as the Earth's frequency, that 7.8 hertz. And within 12 hours or 24 hours, the DNA that started out in the first tube would have appeared in the second tube. So we know these plasmatic fields are transmitted. So let's jump into this. I've got really beautiful pictures to share with you today, and I know that there's many people out there making amazing products, and hopefully some of you have ice. If you would like to send me some pictures, we'll make more videos like this so that we can have several demonstrations of how beautiful these plasma fields look when we capture them in the ice. So first of all, we'll look at the pen we call the Labyrinth Health Pen. Our thanks to Mark Villalobos. Mark actually built a labyrinth that he was the caretaker of for about 7 years. And so this ancient labyrinth pattern at the top of the health pen is making a really beautiful form. In the ice that we make and that we make both from our health pens and from our GANs, we very often see a torus field at the middle of it. And you can see this torus field that looks just like an apple. Then you can also see a little bit of a twisting. On the left there, you can actually see the twist. Now we will see this twist. It's kind of like a little tornado in much of the ice that we make. A lot of people use food coloring in theirs. We tend to not do that just because we like the beauty of the pure, clear plasma water, the plasma ice, the plasma fields. However, both are a great way to do it. This is ice that we were making from some very simple rudimentary health pens in our freezer just to see what they would do. And we did use food coloring in these. What is exciting that you can see is the twisting, like a little tornado pattern, and the movement that starts happening as the plasmatic field is represented in the water and the ice with a different health pen, and you can literally see the twisting at the bottom. We could have used a bigger container. There would be a larger plasma field at the top. These were kind of small containers, but what we did capture here that's so easy to see is that twist, that tornado shape, that movement of energy that happens at the bottom. This is our personal never-ending plasma water station. This is what our drinking water comes from. Lynn and Paul, who have plasmaenergysolution.com, made the vials that are taped to our water container and potentizes our water. We also have our own Ganses sitting on the counter. Those Bigger bottles were there before, and they didn't make as beautiful an ice. As soon as we added these amazing bottles of GANS plasma water from Lynn and Paul and Plasma Energy Solution, they started making our water taste amazing, and the ice images in it are just really off the scale. So I want to share some of those. Some of the things that are in these vials, it's amazing. Dr. Paul was in the medical teachings. He's actually a veterinarian for a couple of years, and Lynn took stacks and stacks of notes on the plasma teachings, Mr. Keshe, the Knowledge Seekers workshops. So there's everything from CO2, CuO, ZNO, and CH3 are normal basic GANSs, but multivitamins. Each vial might have 20 or 30 or more elements in it. Iodine with cobalt, calcium, food GANs, amino acids, several dozen assorted herbs, essential oils and vitamins, gold, silver, food GANs, and food GANs from amino acids from our food GANs, thunder god vine, ayahuasca, 80 minerals, hydration formula with vitamin C, potassium silica, oleic acid, crystalline energy, shiaga mushroom, hemp oil, several vitamins, iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, cayenne garlic, rose hips, papain, bromelain, Chinese rhubarb, licorice root, kelp, methionine, and Himalayan sea salt. So those are just some of the elements that are in the vials that potentize our water, elements made into GANs, and it is literally just the plasma water in these vials. People ask me a lot, well, do we drink the GANs? They ask me, do we drink? And the answer is really no. You can drink just the plasma water from CO2 GANs. That's kind of a personal experiment. However, just setting the GANs and the plasma waters next to your water, next to your body, you transmit these fields. Additional items in this never-ending plasma energy process by Plasma Energy Solution. They have ancient sacred plant inflammation relief, clear mind, parasite cleanse, memory, life force, eye formula, clean mouth, anxiety relief, energy, gloves, peace, insomnia formula, mosquito repellent, eczema relief, toothache relief, herpes relief, pet itch relief, lung support. You can use the coupon Cary, and we actually benefit a little bit from you using that, but you get 15% off. So I highly encourage the use of that coupon at plasmaenergysolution.com. Here's an example of what is in one of their formulas, and this is their new pain relief product. CO2, ZNO, CuO, magnesium, and CH3 GANSs. These are all made into a GANS formula. Hemoglobin GANs, amino acids, station water from their plasma, the basic plasma water station, which we use, protease, bromelain, rutin, boswellia extract, ginger, Mojave yucca root, turmeric, devil's claw, glutathione, horsetail, stinging nettle leaf, garlic, celery seeds, humic and fulvic acid, over 5 dozen minerals, vitamins, roots, herbs, and essential oils, iodine, cayenne, rose hips, papain, Chinese rhubarb, licorice root, kelp, chromium, wild Alaska sockeye salmon oil, D3, omega-3 fatty acids, EPA acid, DHA acid, and ancient sacred plant, CBD. So you can go to their website. There's a ton of education there. There's information on how to use these products, how they're made, how to share them with others. What's really cool, if you get a plasma energy water station, you can share it with others. We have friends ask us for water all the time, so they can potentize the water in their home. Once your friends understand this, or you can go get it with other people, and it's shareable. It's a never-ending water that continues to potentize itself. So our dear friend Flint Mulhouse, these are ice cubes made by him, and interestingly, Flint has the same water station that we do. He has lost 50 pounds. He shared recently on the Keshe Foundation testimonials simply by using this water the last 6 months and not really doing much dietary change, just balancing out the energies in his body. Now, here's one of the things that we can notice is this twisting that comes up out of the ice, and it's what I was showing earlier. And we see that on most of the ice we make. We see some kind of twisting coming out of the top of it as these fields are formed. And these are just what some of the little ice cubes look like from his water station, which is very similar to ours. Just beautiful. And I know that many out there are making amazing multiple material plasma products, and I really support all of you in doing that. I don't say that we're the only ones. I say this is just an example. Please be making your own. Please be making your own GANs. Please be making your own plasma products and enjoying the power of having this in your life. If you're not making your own, I'm just offering a couple of places that you can order these things from, people who are working very hard out in the field to make various items out of their GANs and plasma products. So again, here is the twisting motion and the torus field. This is our water from our water station that we drink. And it's just fascinating when you make these ices and you get a chance to look at them. They are so beautiful. You can really see the life force come alive. So again, use the coupon 15% off Cary, C-A-R-Y, at plasmaenergysolution.com. This is really beautiful ice from our water station. Again, the torus field, the spinning field, and the streams of coherent plasma. So we're just going to let these pictures flow for a little bit and take a look at them. Let yourself be absorbed into these fields. Let it affect you just right from the video. Here is another form from, again, our own drinking water, and this is amazing. I love drinking this water. I mean, are you surprised? It's so wonderful. And this is from the Plasma Energy Solution water. Again, I call this a magic ball. I started freezing it because, again, Mrs. Keshe tells us, for instance, that when we hang plasmatic devices in the home, it can help keep the temperature more ambient. And this plasma water takes a long time to freeze. So there's always a ball at the center of it. And so some of these pictures are made without it being completely frozen, and that being able to see that plasma ball that forms at the center of it. So just look at how beautiful these are. So here is another form of our same drinking water. This is where it's completely frozen. There's a plasma ball. You can still see the twist in it, kind of a torus field at the center, and then the coherent water fields, plasma fields going out from it. And these ice pictures are just amazing. They're like art. They look like some kind of classical art, and they're gorgeous. You can see worlds in them. When we look at it, it just pulls us in. It transforms us just by looking at the fields. And there's the hollow core at the center before it became completely frozen, and the beauty, kind of plasma water station art, we call it. And now we're going to look at some pictures by Tom Salas, who makes really beautiful GANs, also sells products made with his GANs. So I encourage you to look at his things if you're interested in buying some. He says here, freeze some bottled drinking water, check the patterns in the ice, and then take the same bottled water. And what happens a lot of times is those of us who are making these ices in our freezers, we tend to already have a field there because that field doesn't really disappear. So it's almost like his ice on the left actually does have a small field in it already. But then he mixed it with plasma, let the plasma settle, and separated the clear water, froze it again, and voila, structured water. So we're going to look at some of Tom's ice here, which is just gorgeous, beautiful, powerful images. And again, I encourage any of you who have something like this, feel free to send to me and we'll make more videos. So if you think you'd like to have some of this powerful plasma action in your life, these are some of Tom's products. He's building an alternative school for kids where he lives and has a lot going on. The people who make these kind of products work really hard and don't necessarily, make a fortune off of them or even make their whole living. It's a lot of work to make the plasma and to make the products out of them. So he has a small home business. You are interested, you can find his products at salasplasmahealthproducts.com, or you can email him. These are some beautiful CO2 GANS ice cubes made by Kent Estes. And he made these with reverse osmosis water. Just look at how beautiful those are. These are from Jeff and Cassie Smith with some health pens that they made, and just beautiful artistic ice formations. Tom Salas and with Lynn and Paul under this video on YouTube. Jeff and Cassie Smith attended one of the workshops that I did when I was traveling teaching plasma technology a couple of years ago after the first MAGRAV blueprints came out. So we have this wonderful, beautiful, exciting family of plasma students around the world. I'm so proud and happy to be part of this family. I know that there are many of you out there doing amazing things. So always feel free to contact me at 21stcenturysuperhuman.com. My website is being rebuilt right now, but that will be done very soon. And if you have something you feel like you'd love to share with the world, I'm always really happy to do a show with you as well. Or if you have pictures of ice, send them and we'll do another show. So anyway, much love to all. Remember to breathe, smile, and love, because by changing ourselves, we change the world.
Century superhuman, and I know that the answers are inside. Yeah, I am the 21st century superhuman. Now is the time. Come on everyone, let's celebrate. We are the children of the sun. I can see it when I look into your eyes. We are the same, and we are light, yeah, we are one. Here now, hear my ancient prayer and sing along. We are awakening as one, and we can make a difference. Yeah, we can be the change it takes to make the world a lot more fun. But if you're feeling kinda down and you need some inspiration to remember who you are, oh now child, please don't frown. You can choose a new vibration and these words can take you far. I am a 21st century superhuman, and I know that the answers are inside. I am the 21st century superhuman. Now is the time. Down and you need some inspiration to remember who you are. Whoa now child, please don't frown. You can choose a new vibration and these words can take you far. I am a 21st century superhuman, and I know that the answers are inside. I am 21st century superhuman. Now, now, now is the time. I am a 21st century superhuman. I know that the answers are inside. I am a 21st century superhuman. Now, now, now is the time. Now, now, now is the time. Now, now, now is the time. Now, now, now